One Village, One Dam program. This is the first phase of the program. We are doing 10 dams for the Bongo constituency. 10, sir. This is the first, one of the first that we are doing here. The first phase of it is the 10 dams that we are doing. And the first phase is mainly access of water to the rural communities. We are not including the irrigation aspects in the first phase. The second phase, we are going to include irrigation and crops. The first phase is only animals and the domestic consumption. The second phase will come in with the irrigation aspect of it.
What's the reason for the distinction?
So the rural areas are demanding a lot of water immediately. And then most of the dams that we are doing here are inside the communities. We will not be able to get irrigable lands within the community. But the second phase, which will be bigger, will include irrigable lands downstream. And we are going to develop them on bigger valleys, which will include irrigable lands for irrigation, sir.
What's the program? Give us a timetable.
Yes, this first phase will end at the end of this year. It's supposed to have ended in August, but because of rains, we might be delayed a little, but it will end in December. And the second phase will start early next year.
When we came, we said that there were many things that we had promised the people of Ghana that we would do. At the time, we were making those commitments. Our opponents said that I was lying to the people of Ghana. The things that I said I wanted to do, I couldn't do it, and that I was only saying them to get votes. Well, we're 1.5 years later. Free secondary high school education in Ghana is today a reality for the people of Ghana. Last year, it meant that 90,000 more students entered secondary school than the year before. This year, the number is doubling. It will be 180,000 more students are coming into the secondary school system than have become before. So we are fulfilling our promise. And we're making it clear that senior high school education as free is here to stay in Ghana forever and ever. We're going to have to find imaginative ways of making sure that this big population of students is catered for. One of the things that we're going to do is to employ 8,000 more teachers so that they can look after our children and give them a decent education. We have also restored the nurses' training allowances. We have restored the teacher training allowances. We have begun the One Village, One Dam initiative, and you here in Bongo can see for yourself that we have begun the initiative. It is our intention that Bongo alone will get 10 dams this year. 570 are being built. You heard the minister across the 3 northern regions. And Bongo constituency alone is going to get 10 out of that 570. At long last, the Bongo Balungo Namong Road has been given out to contract. And it's going to be commissioned, was commissioned by me today, and it's going to be completed within 1 year. This is not some election year, some machinery on the spot to come and deceive people. That is not what I am doing. We're building the road. We're going to make sure that the road is built.
His Excellency the President has articulated a new vision for us in Ghana, a Ghana beyond aid. At the heart of this concept is the desire for Ghana to become a self-reliant and prosperous nation. Now, for us to realize this vision, it is absolutely critical that we promote the spirit of entrepreneurship and innovation. And there can be no better testimony of this spirit of entrepreneurship than what we are seeing here in Motokene.
The commissioning of this investment has, as the Minister for Trade indicated, a multidimensional impact on our economy. I speak of its impact on our industrial sector, our system of transportation, our health delivery system, and also for agricultural production in our country. It is coming about because of this investment by Chinese entrepreneurs. My presence here and that of the Minister of Trade is to signal the support and the commitment of Ghana and of the government of Ghana to investments such as these.
Mr. President, for us here in rural Ghana, we would like to state that so far we are very satisfied with how you have kept to your checklist of promises. The free senior high school policy has really lifted a very heavy burden from us as parents, thereby making life in rural Ghana more flexible and meaningful than before. The fertilizer subsidy is another fantastic thing that has ever been enjoyed by us. As a result, we cannot hide our joy. We are predominantly farmers here. To be able to afford fertilizer at 50% subsidized price is something we will ever be grateful to you. You have really dignified our lives. Furthermore, we as a people of this area would not hesitate to once again remark that we are most grateful to you for the one village, one dam policy. Contractors have already possessed sites in 8 villages and are mobilizing to sites.
Last year, I announced that the government was procuring a $45 million loan from the World Bank to provide water in rural areas of 6 regions. And I announced that Mampruge would get its fair share. So I'm saying here today that the improved water system in Nalerigu, Gambaga, and Wale Wale will start in September this year, 2 months from now. 35,000 gallons each will be added to the system in each of the 3 towns. And also new boreholes are going to be drilled to add more water. All the pipelines are going to be replaced so that we can bring water to all households. And with the beginning of the work in September, Mampruge will definitely get an improved water system. So again, in addition to the community toilets that are being rolled out under the special development initiatives, the World Bank facility is going to provide 5,000 household toilets under the Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources. We are determined to fulfill the 1 toilet, 1 household commitment that we made. Very soon, by the grace of the Almighty and our hard work, open defecation in Ghana is going to be a thing of the past. Nairi, there's been a lot of talk, I'm sure it has reached you, about the possibility of oil in the Voltaire Basin. I'm happy to inform you that the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation is undertaking seismic works in the Voltaire Basin, which is affecting areas in the northern region, including Savelugu, Nanton, Yono, West Mamprusi, Tolon, Central Gonja, and Mion districts. The exploration of the basin is intended to unearth the hydrocarbon potential of the basin and open the region for massive investment in its petroleum sector. It's disturbing, and I know it will disturb some people in some communities with the seismic exploration. It may even go through some farms. But I'm imploring you and all the citizenry of Mamprugu to cooperate with these seismic activities. They're not meant to disturb you. They're meant to help all of us at the end. So when they come and they're doing their work, support them. Allow them to do their work. At the end of the day, you are going to be the principal beneficiaries if, as I understand it, we are finding important deposits of oil in the area. The creation of the Northeast region is taking place at a very good time in the history of Mamprugu. For the first time for many years, there is complete peace in the Mamprugu traditional area. The conflict in Mamprugu has come to an end with the support of the Nairi and the intervention of the chiefs. There is now complete peace and calm in the Mamprugu area. We want the same peace and calm all over Ghana so that we can get on with the process of rapid social and economic development. 60 years after independence, we're not where we should be. The time has come for us to move to where we should be. And under Akufo-Addo's government, we're going to move right there. But we need peace. We need calm. Greatly honored by this title that the Nairi has bestowed on me. And I want to assure all the people of Mamprugu that I'm going to do my very best to live up to the title and its meaning and be an agent of development of Mamprugu to this area. I need your support for it to happen.
So how far?
The contractor is just about starting.
Just starting.
Yes. So clearing works are ongoing.
That's
Michelle's Ashkal Investment Limited.
okay,
Yes.
okay. Okay, young man. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. So how long are they going to take?
24 months
From now.
from now.
From now.
So by 2020, around this time, the work should be completed.
That's the deadline. Mr. Askar.
Yeah, Your Excellency.
All right.
So this is the beginning of the road. This is how it is now. When we are done, we expect it to be looking like this. Yes. And we have similar images for the existing and then the completion.
Side of the road. In fact, it's 76 kilometers national route, and in fact, about 30 kilometers of this road is being constructed. And I think the contractor has been on this site. Work has progressed quite well. I think they are still moving inside. I'm sure when we move down, you would see the progress of work that they have done so far.
And then here we have about 13 important towns that this road runs through. And we have 3 big markets, one at Jan, Bussier, and Hen. And it traverses through also 5 municipal districts. We have the one municipality, Nadoli Kalio, Dafiama, Bussier, Isa, and Jirapa municipality. It serves as the arterial road to all these districts. The total length is 76 kilometers. This one will take us up to 54 kilometers. And we are left with 22 kilometers to reach Hen. That one we are within the procurement processes.
Okay. So that's it, Mr. President.
Good afternoon to all of you. We are very happy and wish to express our sincerest gratitude to you for your decision to interact with Namine, Kori, Pognamine, Hala Kori in the region as part of your official tour of the country. This clearly shows the respect and love you have for chiefs and the institution of chieftaincy at large. I must as well add that we are very elated, Your Excellency, for upgrading Laura, Jirapa, and Tumu districts into municipality status as part of your commitment to bring democratic governance to the level of our people. We are most grateful for the gesture. It was a timely move and it is anticipated that they will serve as growth poles to propel development within our corridor and further pull along surrounding districts socioeconomically. We are proud of you. Thank you, sir. As traditional leaders, we will continue to give our candid advice, support, and partner with government in the implementation of these and other policies, initiatives to bring about the needed development of our motherland, Ghana. Your Excellency, it is common knowledge that our people are predominantly farmers, operating within a one-season rainfall regime, usually followed by a long dry season. It means that for half the year, our people have nothing to do, leading to large-scale migration of our youth to other parts of the country, already mentioned. We therefore see the one village, one dam policy as providing the solution to all year agricultural production in the region. And we are anxiously awaiting the rollout of this program in the selected communities in our part of the region.
It was not for nothing that we were the first nations in sub-Saharan Africa to gain our independence. Not for nothing that the first schools in Black Africa were situated in our country. A framework was already in place for our rapid development. Unfortunately, our history since independence has not been as edifying as it should have been. But we have a chance. We have a chance to change things. And that is what I'm calling upon all of us in Ghana to do, to commit ourselves to a different way of looking at matters and a different way of doing things, so that that rapid growth, that attainment of prosperity that has proved to be so elusive, that in our time it'll come to us, and that we can then leave to our children and grandchildren a much stronger, a much more prosperous Ghana. That's the undertaking. The free senior high school policy is an instrument of development. It is not an instrument of politics. It is an instrument of development of our country. And I want you to look upon it in that guise. The fact that it has been brought by me or by the NPP, that is secondary. But the purpose is to give us a tool for the rapid development of our nation. Obviously, this rapid expansion of the school population will mean challenges of infrastructure. We've seen it. All of us lived it this last year. We've done a lot to try and address it by mobilizing resources to equip the schools, the beds, the dining halls, etc. It's not complete. There's much more to be done. But if we say we're going to have to complete the infrastructure before we get the policy going, we're going to miss the boat. Time is not waiting for us in Ghana. We have to be on the move. So this year, to accommodate this extra 180,000 young boys and girls, we're doing what we call the double intake, the dual track system, which is going to allow us, with the existing infrastructure, to be able to accommodate this larger population. The benefits of it are very, 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 very strong. The first is that it's going to allow us to reduce class sizes. We're going to have smaller class sizes than we've had in the years before. We're going to be able to accommodate all of this in a semester system that would allow each one of these 180,000 extra students a place in our secondary schools and access to more quality education. We're also employing over 8,000 more teachers this year than last year to cater for this additional population. And we're saying that if this system is fully embraced and it is working, it becomes a very efficient way of us delivering on the free senior high school. So I'm asking for your support and understanding the fact that up to now, we can only farm in our country half of the year, especially in the northern section of the country, which has got the arable, the agricultural potential. Because of absence of water and irrigation, only 6 months of the year. The rest of the year, the farmers are idle. That should not be the case. They have solved this problem in Burkina Faso. If Burkina Faso can solve the problem of year-round farming, why can we not do so in Ghana? We can do so in Ghana, and we're going to do so. It is not correct for us in Ghana, with all that we have, that we should be importing food from Burkina Faso and from Cote d'Ivoire. It's not correct. Our farmers here cannot produce food for us to be able to eat. We have to get upper water farmers to feed us. Is that correct? No, you know that it is not correct. But we need a policy framework that would allow us to be able to have all year round agriculture. And that is what we want them